All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode here on Sharkstalgia, where I talk about all things 80s and 90s in the form of modern era comebacks. Now, we just got a brand new trailer for the brand new Project Red, which is basically the officially new replacement for Power Rangers here in the US. Now, do keep in mind that this is basically what's taking place of Power Rangers, at least in the US, right? I mean, Japan, obviously, it's called other things, but here in the US, Power Rangers, we're going to use that name. So we know that after 50 years in the making, the Super Sentai has officially come to an end in the sense of having that whole Power Ranger style, concept of having a team of colorful different groups of characters coming together with the Megazords, etc., etc. So we will take a look at the trailer just briefly, but I want to just go over some of the new information that came out in the past week or so because they've been teasing a lot of new things about this. So we know that Project Red is technically supposed to be an MCU styled universe that's built around red suited heroes that are interconnected through different dimensions, and they're all kind of trying to figure out which one is the real, supposedly, Red Ranger, hence the name Project Red. So that's pretty interesting. So the first one we are aware of that is a basically, I should say, not a reboot but like a revival of the Space Sheriff GAVAN Infinity series from back then. Um, so we are going to be seeing Rangers or the Red Rangers from that particular series as a revival, but do keep in mind there's going to be more coming down the line. So like I said, it's a whole dimension MCU where they're all connected together through some strange bizarre coincidence. I don't know. So do keep in mind that this is where it's heading now because like I said, we have um taken place over Power Rangers. So this is where the concept becomes very, very fascinating. So it does say that the concept keeps the teams to show DNA but shifts focus to interconnected stories built around striking red suited heroes. The first entry of Project Red is the Super Space Sheriff GAVAN Infinity. It's the revival of the 1982 cult favorite Space Sheriff GAVAN and first proper TV return of the Toei's Metal Hero franchise in nearly 2 decades. So I will keep the link in the description below if you want to read more about this. But it says, according to Toei's official press materials, the new Gavin is a reimagining that channels the original heart of the classic series while rebuilding the world from zero with modern VFX, AI age themes, and a sleek metallic red combat suit that hits the Project Red hero brief. Project Red is designed to be a crossover ready universe. So think about that. Toei teases multiple upcoming broadcast series that will coexist and intersect, echoing an MCU style structured but rooted in tokusatsu, action, and Sunday Morning Kids TV tradition. For global fans, this is both an ending and a reset. The Super Sentai pipeline that fed Power Rangers is effectively closing while Toei simultaneously positioned Project Red and Super Space Sheriff GAVAN Infinity as a fresh export-minded gateway for the next generation of Toku obsessives. So that is pretty insane because, again, we are getting rid of Power Rangers and we're starting a brand new era of... This is very alarming for me as someone who grew up with Power Rangers and now we're getting that's ending, and to get something brand new is very, very shocking to me. So I still haven't even processed this yet because what is going to come for people here in the US? We know that kids are aware of Power Rangers to an extent, but the age range of at least Power Rangers in the US is like probably late 20s, early 30s, up to like 40s or 50s. I don't know if even kids these days even watch Power Rangers, so will they even care about Project Red, at least here in the US? In Japan, we know that there's a huge fan base, and there's a huge fan base here in the US as well, but to get rid of the actual Power Ranger name is very crucial to this entire scenario, and calling it Project Red, where you have different multiple red Rangers, quote unquote, to be like the mainline heroes and cross interdimensional stories with multiple stories coming in at the same time. Now, will we see previous reimagined versions of other various Red Rangers in the past, or even Red Rangers of different Japanese shows into the US market, that would be very interesting. So I don't know how that's going to really turn out, but for the time being, let's take a look at the official trailer. And then, we'll kind of not really break it down. There's not too much to look at, but um, let's just see what we have here because it's enough to pack in a punch. So here we go. And this is all without volume 2. I will keep the link in the description below if interested, if you want to watch it. So we're getting a glimpse of the first Red, of course, in the metallic suits. And look at that. We got silvers and golds. That's a lot of stuff going on here. The true Project Red hero. So what I'm basing off of this consensus is, or at least thoughts, is trying to figure out if there's going to be multiple, heroes, who is the true essential main hero, kind of like I said, the MCU style of characters all having main storylines, but who is the essential, like who's the Iron Man of this Project Red, who's the Captain America of the Project Red, etc., etc. So very fascinating for that matter. But let me see here. So we have this particular Red character. Then we have a silver one right there. That looks pretty interesting. Nice looking suit. Obviously it's upside down, but you get the point. And then we got a gold suited version of that one as well. So that is pretty bonkers. I mean, I don't really know what to make of it as of now, but we'll have to wait and see for more official images, of course, down the line. So there we have a slight new look at the Project Red figure. Looks like he's got on sneakers. That's pretty interesting. I like that to an extent because I still need to see what it really looks like. Kind of looks like an SPD Ranger from Power Rangers, but pretty cool. So there we have another look at him up close. So there we have, you can see reds on the sides with some blacks, the visor, the mouthpiece, the red armor. A little bit blurry, but it's a little fast paced, but it's okay. So we got some effects there going on. So there you go, a little bit of a better scenario image. Not the greatest, still blurry, but that looks interesting. I mean, let me see if I can try to find just one slight better clip of this guy. So I think it's the best we can do at the moment. Silver mouthpiece with red visor, kind of with blacks on the sides. Very, very interesting. I mean, yeah. To be quite honest, I don't even know what to really make of this, just because, again, you're literally getting rid of Power Rangers to start a brand new era into the Super Sentai or world. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you nervous? I don't know. I really have no thoughts at the moment, but as more images come about, we will definitely talk about it. So thanks for watching. Be sure to give a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in the next episode.